All right. Hello.
Yep. There we go. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, we're still a little sickly, but we're hanging in there. Something that we have to do eventually. So, right? Am I right?
Yeah, basically, I'm surprised you were okay with it last week, but then I changed my mind. And
Well, I mean, I sounded about the same as I did last week.
yeah, okay.
Only last week I was more able to do the impression of that spine from SpongeBob. He's like, what are they selling?
Oh yeah,
You just can't wait for me to die, can you?
And perfect that we're talking about cartoons we grew up with.
I know. It fits the theme so well because, yes, we are sitting here talking about cartoons and other shows that we grew up with. I don't know. Were we just going to do cartoons or are we going to do like other shows too?
I mean, I put cartoons because the thing I found was very Looney Tunes-esque. I like figured I mean, we could talk about shows too, you know.
Yeah, because, growing up in a family with mainly adults, there's more than just cartoons that I watch. Trust me.
Yeah. Same here.
We'll kind of go down that bridge as we go.
All right.
Aside from everything, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, I'd say.
I hope that everything kind of resolved on your end because I know that you were kind of worried about stuff on your end from last week.
Yeah, it's all good now. And I did run into some technical problems yesterday, but I can fix that later. Like my webcam is not on right now because it's just not staying on.
Oh yeah, it isn't on, is it? Huh?
Nope. Yeah, yesterday I kind of had a moment, so I just stopped using it yesterday, and I didn't have time to look at it yet today.
Oh well. Surprise everybody, you get a full audio podcast on both ends today.
Yep, full audio. Now you guys can't see me fucking pick my nose.
Watch me give you all the dirt. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Only to my coworkers.
Only the coworkers.
No, I love my coworkers. Anyways, what do you how far back do you remember?
Let's see.
Nostalgia.
As far back as I can remember, I remember watching a lot of Disney, but also a lot of Saturday morning cartoons like on 4Kids or Kids WB or Fox Kids and all that. So some of my earliest ones were like Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z. A lot of anime oriented shit, to be honest. Even oh, Pim said something. So are you digging for gold, buddy? Hope Travis knows we go. Oh no.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. Second verse, same as the first.
And but yeah, a lot of that stuff was what I remember watching, and then like stuff on Disney before it transitioned into a lot of live action shows that were like Zack and Cody and whatnot. I was watching stuff like the Aladdin cartoon, fucking Tailspin, Bonkers, all those fucking good ass shows. So that's as far back as I can remember for myself at the time when those things were out.
Lorcana had just released their newest set, and they recently, with like the set, they brought in shut up! I know I'm sound weird.
It's all good.
They just recently released like Baymax out here, and along with it, they also introduced like a lot of inventor characters. So one of the great teams that they introduced along with it is the Rescue Rangers. And I was so freaking hyped for them.
Rescue Rangers, band down.
This set was based around inventors, technical gadgets, like sailing the seas. There's a lot of pirate support.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, my friends hate me now. Because at the start of the game, I told them at one point in time or another, I was going to make a deck that revolves around items that y'all are going to fucking hate. And it took 6 sets to do it. Come the
Amazing.
6th set, I get my card. He calls himself Oswald. Oswald states that when he's on the field, if you put a card in your inkwell, you look at the top card of your deck. If it's an item, you play it for free. He's a fucking 2-drop. I have like 7-drop items in my deck. It's like, oh, a free 7-drop? Fuck yeah, I'll take it. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It fucking pops off and everybody hates me for it now.
And you got your childhood to thank for that. Amazing. Yeah, Chippendale Rescue Rangers are a really good one for me as well. Also, Pim was mentioning Timon and Pumbaa. I love that show as well. That was a good one. I forgot how the theme song goes for that one. But I remember when Disney Plus first dropped, like in, what was it, 2020 or 2019 or 2021? I don't remember what year it was. But Disney Plus dropped, I'd watched like 5 episodes of that shit. And I was like, the memories. Disney Plus, when it first dropped, had so many fucking things I watched when I was a kid. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to be here all fucking day watching shit.
So, the Timon and Pumbaa show was not one that I watched.
It's really funny. It's like silly as fuck and like Looney Tunes for Lion King. It's really good. But yeah, that was a good one. What else was on that Disney? Goof Troop. I fucking love Goof Troop.
I loved the movies. The Goof Troop movies? Oh yeah.
It's a Goof Troop and we're all in this together. It's a Goof Troop, best of friends forever. Oh man, that was a really good one. Oh, you gotta wet the old whistle.
I'm not gonna sound like I'm dying as much.
You might need some tea and honey.
After the podcast, it's fine.
All right.
I'll be fine.
As long as you got the liquids to wet the old whistle.
Yeah. I mean, you got to feel bad though for Goofy.
What?
He's a single father.
Oh yeah.
I think he's like
Definitely.
the only one who's an actual father figure of any of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I mean, Donald, he's got his nephews. I think that's about it.
Yeah, being an uncle's different than being a dad. I mean, at least in the second Goofy, extremely goofy movie, that he found somebody. So that was cool. And he caught quite the looker, I will say. Like hot librarian. Oh, dude. Amazing.
Go back to some of the older nostalgias too. You brought up Bonkers.
Yeah, Bonkers.
God, I love Bonkers. I'm still
Such
waiting.
a funny show.
I'm still waiting for Lorcana to bring something up for Bonkers. I'm a little saddened.
That'd be sick. Did they done for Darkwing Duck yet?
No, my friend is pissed about it.
Oh, your friend is literally. Yeah, I was gonna say literally the username is that. Yeah, those would be really 2 good ones to add into that card game, because yeah, they're like very beloved and very like classic for like the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's great. But yeah, mention more Bonkers. I need to hear your thoughts on it.
God, Bonkers, he was my dude. He was my fucking jam. I had to watch him every night before bed. Every night I had to watch him.
It was a tradition. It was a ritual tradition thing.
Oh yeah, we had tradition in our house. So we would get home from school. We would watch. We would watch SWAT Cats, and then we would watch, I think, Thundercats, and then we'd go to Dragon Ball Z, and Sailor Moon, and I think Pokemon after. And then that was time when like all the adults got home, and so we would start watching more adult stuff like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy and the Golden Girls and Supermarket Sweep. But then when nighttime came around, they started going to bed, so it'd be our turn to watch the TV again. So we would put on things like Gargoyles and Bonkers and more SWAT Cats. And God, there was a lot.
It was like a late
shows.
block, right?
There's a lot of shows that we watched growing up.
So you would watch like a late block on Disney, huh?
Yeah, we would.
Okay. I remember there was those like late night blocks that would last till like 10 o'clock. At least over in my area, it'd be like 10 p.m. Then we'd go to like, not for Disney, but for a Cartoon Network, Adult Swim.
And like we would always try to watch like new shows that came out. We'd always try to catch on new shows. Like very old gen cartoons that we would watch would be like G.I. Joe. Fucking G.I. Joe.
Fucking G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
We watched Thundercats a lot. But then it would turn on to more cartoony stuff like Smurfs, the Snorks.
The Snorks?
No, was it the Snorks?
I don't fucking know. The Snorks. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, it's just called Snorks.
Yeah.
I've never seen this shit in my life.
Along with the Snorks.
I've never seen it in my life.
The Snorks. Yeah. They were fucking little sea animals.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is like prequel to fucking SpongeBob.
They were like little sea monkeys.
I mean, I could see that there's some sort of alien water creature. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. It looks like something I'd have watched if I knew about it.
And then it'd also be things like you watch Flintstones and then Jetsons. And then like old Scooby-Doo.
Oh, dude, love those good Scooby-Doo. Like old school 70s, 80s one.
Yeah.
Top tier shit.
But then you also find like really cool off-brand shit. So we would watch, we'd go and watch like the Power Rangers. But then everybody was like, oh, well, cool, we can do Power Rangers. If they can do Power Rangers, we can do some other cool shit too, right? So, Big Bad Beetleborgs. Did you ever watch them?
Sorry. Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yeah. Like Big Bad. How's their theme song? It was like Big Bad Beetleborgs. It was three kids.
I've heard of the Butt Ugly Martians. Oh, this is like a Super Sentai.
It was three kids who came across a haunted mansion and they find a fucking genie. And the genie grants them a wish and they could be like superheroes. So they became like heroes in a beetle costume.
This is like a fever dream I had about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once. It just doesn't feel like it exists, but it does. That's crazy. I could see the genie. He looks fucking wild. He's got a big old ball chin and long nose.
Yeah.
He's blue.
And we loved it.
I don't know if I would have liked this. That's funny as fuck. What a combination. Genies and Beetleborgs.
I'm just saying. Got us through our childhood.
Listen, I'm not clowning on you. I'm clowning on like the funny concept.
I get it.
For me, like, even before, like, you know, all that Disney shit, I was watching more PBS too. Did you ever watch a lot of PBS?
Like Arthur and that?
Yeah, public service television stuff. No? You already had cables. So you didn't watch, like, you didn't watch Sesame Street, you didn't watch Zaboomafoo, you didn't watch Look Between the Lions.
I think Zaboomafoo was the only one that I watched.
Not even Between the Lions. Wow, you probably would have adored that one. That one was fun. I still fucking like that show, man. Like, it was so good. But anyway, I watched a lot of PBS, like Clifford the Big Red Dog as well. That one was fun. It's because I didn't have cable quite until I was like 6 or 7, I'd say. So my first like 5 years were just mainly PBS, and then like Saturday morning with the WB and Fox. So that was like all I had at the time until I had cable. But yeah, before that I was watching stuff like all that public service television.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers was one of my favorites. I had him on VHS at my great grandma's house. Always watch like the same like fucking 4 episodes over and over. And I think they also recorded VHSs for me, so I could watch certain Sesame Street episodes I really liked or whatever. So my great grandparents were really cool like that. They had all kinds of stuff like old shit for me to check out. Yeah, most of my memories with that was great grandparents' house, watching that stuff. And then yeah, like my other grandma, who isn't a great grandma, she got cable, and then it was over. Even though I got cable, I would still go back to PBS every so often, but I still would I liked watching the Disney stuff that we were mentioning. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon both were pretty cool.
Yeah, we were really more Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. I still remember Face. You remember Face? Have you ever met Face on Nickelodeon?
The like color guy, rectangle that just yeah.
So I was like, "Hi there, Face here." It was just a face.
Yeah, he was awesome. I like that guy. You unlocked the core memory. Yeah, like out of all of the channels that I watched, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon, I think I'm pretty sure Nickelodeon when I was a kid, but as I got older, Cartoon Network. You know, like when I started getting like to 11, 12 years old, that's when Cartoon Network started being more preferred for me. But when I was like 6, 7 to 10, it was like more Nickelodeon because there were more shows I just liked more, like Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob. Was Camp Lazlo part of that, or was that not Cartoon Network? I can't remember.
Camp Lazlo was like late for Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of hard to remember all the eras because there's so many fucking cartoons. So many fucking cartoons. And yeah, I wanted to transition into some SpongeBob because I know you and I both love SpongeBob.
Oh God, yes.
SpongeBob, man. Like you quote it all the time, like you just did at the beginning of the stream, like, and then even with Midge and 8-Bit, right? Like, it's just we could devolve into a quote spree on SpongeBob real easy.
Oh yeah, good.
It's so good. Like SpongeBob, I don't care what anybody says. It was like it might have been brain rot for our generation, but it was good and it was clever. Even watching it as an adult now, it's really clever and funny, and you could catch all the jokes we missed as a kid.
I think the first episode I watched, which kind of really got me interested in the SpongeBob, I still remember my first episode. That was when they fucking got the curse word off the trash bin in the back.
That's such a classic, dude. What the? Aruga, or whatever fucking noises they come up with.
What? That's old man Jenkins in his right away.
I think one of the first I saw was I think it was Jellyfish Jam. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That one was fucking that amazing song on there, and they're dancing to the jellyfish. And I had a fucking old school like kids DVD player with its own screen of some sort, and I had fucking did that episode on it, and it was fucking. I would love watching it on my bunk bed, just like I have a tiny screen. Like it was dumb because I wouldn't ever do that now. Probably. We all have our own. Like I have a phone screen, but like a little DVD player that like that was just funny. But yeah, fucking Jellyfish Jam was one of my favorites.
Now, I gotta ask you though, if you were to try to introduce somebody to SpongeBob today, what would be the episode to do it?
That's a hard one. I can't. One came to mind right now, but I'm not sure if it's the best one. It's the Krusty Krab training episode.
Oh God!
Like it's fucking great. My favorite part I would always quote as a kid was the fucking and he devolves into the.
It pissed me off as a kid with that episode.
Why?
Because when they would finally go to the part where they were going to reveal the secret formula, and it would fucking cut off.
The Robbie Fatty secret formula is nothing. Yeah, I remember being obsessed with it.
Because I lived in Colorado, they wanted to try to throw their advertisements a little early. Oh, my, you sons of a bitches.
Oh man, see that one is really fun, but it doesn't show too much of the characters' personalities. It's mainly just like a voiceover, and then SpongeBob kind of doing shit, you know. Rock Bottom's also a really fun one, I think.
Rock Bottom is great.
That one is fun, like the fucking farting fish guy, the way they talk.
I can't understand your accent.
Oh, I want to go. Fart humor makes me laugh, so I just really like that one. The one where Sandy is hibernating, that one's fucking hilarious.
I'm dirty damn.
That one cracks me up laughing still. Like, there's so many good ones to start with. Like, that one's a little bit later on in the series, but if we're talking early, like early as possible, hash slinging slasher.
Yes.
Maybe.
The hash slinging slasher.
Dude, I like how I'm remembering all these fucking episode names. The hash slinging slasher. That one's like a little bit of a horror episode. I think it was like a Halloween special or some shit, right? Or close to one.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was just like a creepy episode.
Yeah.
I remember there was a specific Halloween episode where he turns into like his brain or whatever. He just like gets rid of his sponginess and he's just a brain and a nose. Anyway, yeah. Hash slinging slasher. Top tier, funny, scary. I used to be kind of afraid of it as a kid. The suspense.
I will always favor the episode of the Magic Conch.
The Magic Conch? Oh no.
So funnily enough, before somebody claimed it as a lost dice, at the game shop, there was a D20 sitting on the counter. And we would ask this D20 questions and roll. And based on how close to 20 or to 1 it was how much it'll happen or how much it won't happen.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, one of the people who goes there, he's a cart driver, like a go-kart driver. And we fucking rolled the dice. And we're like, oh, magic dice. Will he have an accident on his next race? And it landed on 20. And kid you not,
Let me take you out on a date.
kid you not, I went in like the next week. I was like, so how'd what's his name's race go? And he said, well, I guarantee you he married the wall. I'm like, oh no.
Damn.
Like not even
That's
the first
crazy.
lap, he had an accident and ran into the wall.
How dare you call me short? The date's off.
I'm like, oh, praise the magic dice.
Magic dice, magic conch. It's the same thing. Fucking oh, I gotta bring this episode up though. The future where Squidward goes to the future.
Oh god.
Future. That one was interesting. Like the SpongeBob face where he was a caveman still fucking kills me to this day too. Like, you know which face I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like like he got startled and he looking like that shit fucking kills me, dude. SpongeGar and Patar and Squog. Squog, dude.
God, I remember some of those episodes.
If you haven't watched SpongeBob, definitely give it a shot, especially if you're fucking stoned as shit. If you partake in the stank.
I haven't had a chance to watch any of the new shit yet, but
Not me.
there's one episode that I caught with the new stuff that they're coming out with, and I don't remember what entirely happens, but Patrick, I guess, is playing along pretending to be like a pony or something like that, and somebody told him that he needed to like just get real with it, so he just fucking full-fledged becomes a steed, and just
What the fuck?
he becomes like a full-fledged horse.
Just looks like Patrick.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
It sounds like
I
that's
watched
classic.
a little bit of that episode, and I was laughing my ass off so much at it because it was so
sounds like-
fucking stupid.
Classic premise, just dumb shit. Dumb shit in the best way. The newest episodes I've ever watched for SpongeBob was, I don't know if you remember when there was a substitute teacher for Mrs. Puff.
No.
It was like this like military drill instructor motherfucker that looked like
I
a
do remember this.
yeah, and he was like, would anybody like a bonbon? Oh sure, I'll take a bonbon. And this guy he's like, pick your favorite. He grabs it and he's like, how does it taste? Like a lovely blah blah blah. Like he says something really nice about it, and then he's like, now eating in my classroom, and he just chucks him out the fucking the door all fucking wild. That was a good one for me. That was like 2010 or some shit, but that's not too recent, but more recent than what I was used to watching. But yeah, what other shows fucking
So, I have a show that not many people know about.
oh
It aired for 1 year.
oh
It was called The Pirates of Dark Water.
the Pirates of Dark Water, searching it up. Whoa, that looks like He-Man shit. What the fuck is that? It was like a weird serpent with a fucking weird ass head.
It was about pirates who were trying to collect 13 treasures and stop like some black sludge from conquering the seas.
Black sludge?
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
It was a weird ass show, but God, we loved it. Like he had like a little pet. It's like a little fucking monkey parrot thing. Like it had like a beak of a parrot, but it had like ears of a monkey.
What the fuck?
And it had hand paws like a monkey, but it had wings.
That sounds wild. I'm like trying to wrap my head around it. It just sounds like a very interesting spin on a bunch of different things.
Yeah, it was a good show. Didn't last very long though.
Man, man, I don't know if I have any shows that I used to watch that hardly anybody knows about. Because there probably is one or two, but I just can't really think of what is. I'm thinking of all the. Oh, this one is a very adult-oriented one because it's Adult Swim. But I watched this thing called 12 Ounce Mouse. Do you recall that? Yeah, it's 12 Ounce Mouse. That one was fucking weird and interesting to me as like really young. I was just like fascinated by it for some reason. I don't even know if I understood it. I was just like, this is cool looking.
That's like
they
when
say
Adult Swim is trying to become Adult Swim.
This is I was like, this looks cool as fuck. I don't understand what's going on, but they say fuck a lot. And I was like interested in it. And if I watched it now, I'd probably really be into what's going on because I'm an adult now. But that was one show that I watched that probably, like, I only met one other person that knows about it, and that was someone that I know here from Twitch. I was like, wow, you actually know that? I was like, that's sick. So yeah, that's the one I can think of. I got you there.
But this one looks like it was like when they were first starting to try to come out with Adult Swim.
Yeah, it's pretty much that like home movies era, you know.
So I know that we brought this up one time in the podcast a long time ago. Another show, I so wish I could find it just to watch them again. It's Two Stupid Dogs.
Two Stupid Dogs. Let me see that. I think it sounds familiar. I just gotta look at it. Oh yeah, this was like an HBO show, right?
No, this is the Cartoon Network.
Oh, I could have swore it was HBO for some reason. I thought it was one of those weird ones that you had to pay for, like further.
No.
Like,
but like, they didn't have a whole lot of episodes.
yeah.
But God, all their episodes were just so fucking good. Like fucking when they were walking around with Red Riding Hood and she was blind as a bat, even with the big ass glasses she had.
I kind of like the way it looks. It reminds me of what's it called? Like the Two Angry Beavers art style a little bit.
It was about that era they came out.
Yeah.
But it was just funny because like all they want to do is just go find food. And every time the big dog would find food and he had to belch it out and turn into corn with butter on it.
Gross.
It turned into a whole corn cob with fucking butter on it.
Cartoons are fucking amazing, dude. Like, I love how stupid some of them get with shit like that. It's just so slapstick and surreal, but it's just great. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier that other because I was mentioning on public TV. Did you ever watch like The Simpsons and King of the Hill and stuff like that?
I didn't start watching King of the Hill until like mid upper 20s.
Oh wow, you waited till way later, huh?
Yeah.
Shit,
I was the series.
It's really good. Yeah, I was watching it as a kid. I preferred Beavis and Butthead, of course, because it's stupider and funny, and It was on MTV only though. That's the problem. So I didn't have many chances to watch it. So I was mainly watching King of the Hill to fill the void because I knew it was the same shit basically.
Yeah.
And I liked that show a lot. And then The Simpsons I would watch with my dad all the time, like because after work he'd just want to sit down and watch TV, and it was usually like The Simpsons was right at that time. So I'd watch it with him, and there's some good memories with The Simpsons. I think he took me to go watch The Simpsons movie back when that first came out too. That was interesting that came out. I forgot about that.
So I have one story about an old time movie. Did I ever tell you about my experience with Pokemon the movie 2000?
You might have to refresh my memory
So,
if you did.
excuse me. So the movie just came out. My uncle waited a little bit for like one of the cheaper days, and surprises me on my birthday to go watch it. So he and we go into the theater and we sit down, and we see this giant ass biker dude, this fucking bulky ass biker dude come in and sit down like a few rows down. Well, we're just watching, the previews and all that kind of shit, and we're just waiting for the movie to start, but they're not starting the movie.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even doing like the movie trailers or anything like that. And we look at the clock and it's like 15 minutes past when the movie was supposed to start. And kid you not, we see the biker dude get up and you hear him crack his knuckles and he walks out of the theater.
Oh,
And like
no.
not even 2 minutes later, the movie starts playing and he comes back in and sits down.
He started the movie with he just straight up fucking textbook
Like you were in the very
beef man.
back of the theater, and he was like closer to the front.
Yeah.
And you could just hear his knuckles crack through the stupid commercials. He was pissed. He was gonna watch his Pokemon.
Textbook badass cracks his knuckles in theater, starts movie on time. That's like the news headline. Pokemon, love that shit too. I had a lot of those VHSs too. I had both Digimon and Pokemon VHSs that I have no idea where the fuck they are anymore, because I would die to have those back. Because I don't have a working VHS, but I would like to get one to be able to watch those. Because there's something about that like VHS film grain,
Yeah.
it just can't, it doesn't hit the same on like regular shit anymore. Fun fact, my mom and my younger brother they go to thrift stores a lot now, and they've been finding all kinds of like old school VHSs, and we have no VHS player yet, but they've been just holding them, collecting them, and we found so many good Disney movies. And I was like, you better keep an eye out for them Pokemon and Digimon episode VHSs, or even the movies. Like, so we have yet to run into those, but they are doing that, and it's really cool to see how much of a collection we have now. We have like 50 plus.
Jeez.
Yeah. So definitely good to hold on to those for the future.
No joke.
But what was I gonna mention right now?
So.
Oh yeah, I want to. Oh wait, I was gonna say I wanted to mention the more mature shows. I guess I know we've mentioned a few of them, but like some of the more mature shows that I liked watching, even as a youngster, because like you watch whatever you want when you're young. Usually, your parents aren't that strict. So I would stay up late watching Adult Swim, 12 Ounce Mouse, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, anime on that shit like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Metalocalypse was one I liked a lot. That shit was like a whole era for me too. It was like a good 5-6 years of just like Toonami Adult Swim.
You know,
I love that era.
That'd have been a golden opportunity for like my uncle and I to get into things like Ranma and a Half and fucking Inuyasha and Naruto, and they just did not interest us.
That's very interesting to me. That it didn't.
Like those animes
So you were just
did not interest us.
So you were more into like the mechs,
Yeah.
Gundam, and
Outlaw Star was one that I really loved watching.
what about Cowboy Bebop?
Loved Cowboy Bebop. And I was
There you go.
so pissed when they fucking canceled the live action.
I mean, did it? I thought they did it. I know that what's his name was the Harold and Kumar guy was gonna be goddamn fucking the main character.
No, they only had one season, I thought.
Yeah, I thought you meant they canceled it all together before it even came out.
No, they did one season, and I'm like pissed about it because it was so fucking good.
I don't remember what the consensus was to everybody else, but
Because it
cool.
wasn't exactly like the anime series, and that they're just fucking destroying what wasn't meant to be made. And
I mean,
People
it's
just
cool that they
make
play
people-
homage to it. Yeah, it's like they're just playing homage to it, right?
it's like it's the exact same people who's going after the live action Avatar series. Like the live action Avatar series is fucking rocking it. But because they're remastering it and making it live action versus it just being an anime series when they should have just left it alone, people are going after it and trashing it. It just,
I think
if people want to
it's dumb.
remaster it, just let them.
Yeah, I think it's dumb because you can still fucking watch what you love, you know? Like, just don't watch it and watch what you do like. And also, it's a different medium altogether. Like, you gotta separate the animation side versus the live action side. There's limitations on the live action side, obviously. So, there's no need to get worked up. Like, I was just like that's just very interesting how people do get that way.
I'm just gonna get on my soapbox for a little bit here. Like, I understand that some things just aren't meant to be made. Like, I will 100% agree that that one Avatar movie should never have been made. That was just hot garbage. 100% agree on that one, okay? I'm okay with that one being trashed. But like, when they first announced Sonic, everybody was furious about it. They were even more furious about how Sonic looked. Well, Sonic eventually got an upgrade, and people were for the most part okay with it, but still they were mad because he's coming to live action.
Yeah.
Like, how many people were upset about Ash's last journey for Pokemon? He's been our protagonist for 30 years?
Oh,
And
I
now
have
they're
a good
like,
meme for that
here's
one.
a new kid.
I have a good meme for that one that I posted of what's it called? You know how that guy was holding guy with the noose over his neck and he's like, first time? And it's one guy with Tai Chi's goggles from Digimon Adventure. Like, Pokemon fans crying over their protagonist leaving, and Digimon fans be like, first time? Because every fucking season we've had a different protagonist.
Yeah.
So we're used to it. But yeah, Ash is like beloved, of course, but like people don't take kindly to change, and it's just wild how adverse they get. Like, I can get it to some extent, but some people go off the fucking wall angry with it, you know? And then it makes the people who are making the show just not want to do it anymore. They bring the ratings down. They convince people not to watch it because they're extreme reactions or whatever.
And like, so yeah, it's just those things that like people want to remaster a masterpiece. Like I think there's rumors that they're remastering and redoing Spirited Away. Like, I for one am fucking excited to see what they come up with this.
Oh yeah, that'll
Because
be interesting.
I loved Spirited Away. That's probably one of my top favorite movies. And so I'm like super excited to see what they're gonna come up with. How are they gonna make it look live action? They want to make it live action, and I'm like all for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one will be really cool too, because like, if I'm sure they're gonna use some CGI and stuff, and that can play like with the fantastical elements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And probably bring a really cool vibe to everything. But I did want to mention one show that I did have a super adverse reaction to. At first I didn't, because I was excited at the prospect of the Halo show, the Halo TV show.
Yeah, I heard that didn't fly very well with you.
It did not, and with many others for good reason. I was excited at first. I wasn't judging it like most people judge stuff right away, you know. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I've been waiting for this forever. Like, I was like excited as shit. And then I waited a couple episodes before I was like, I'll watch it when I see what's going on with it. And then I saw all these crazy things about it, and I was like, oh no, Cortana got cucked by Master Chief. What is this? Like, I was like, there was like headlines like that, and I was like, what happened? And like, there's stuff that just did not mesh well with the series whatsoever. It was just a whole throwing away of everything Halo ever was, and they did it on purpose. And then unmasking Master Chief over and over and over, and leaving him unhelmeted like pretty much 80% of the seasons. That just didn't work well for me either, because you can still have a like person with the helmet like have their helmet on most of the show. Like the Mandalorian, for example, did amazing, and they could still convey what they need to with emotions and whatnot. And their excuse was, oh, we can't see their face, we can't connect with the character. Fuck off. So that was my whole deal.
Connecting with Master Chief throughout 5 series of Halo.
Yeah, it's dumb as fuck. They were Hollywoodifying it, and it just was disappointing all the way until the very end. Yeah, and they had to have a sex scene. They had to have Master Chief butt naked. They had to have him cuck Cortana by having sex with the alien human hybrid lady. And it was the fucking stupidest shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're a Halo fan, you would have been extremely mad. But if you weren't, there's people I know who aren't familiar with Halo that really like the show. And that's because they had no context. You know, and that's fair enough. But for me, and for people who liked Halo, it was a big spit in the face and disrespect. You know?
Yeah.
So that was the only time I could ever get angry. Well, every time I ever got angry at a live action thing. It was just not good.
I don't think there's ever any time that I ever got angry at them trying to do a remaster, or, well, aside from, okay, there's another one I will throw out there. And I always did it as a meme to the USG group, but the Dragon Ball movie was so goddamn stupid.
Oh god, I haven't seen it. I'm too afraid.
Oh, don't watch it.
Don't?
Just don't.
Okay, cool.
It's bad.
Ugh. I know my buddy who's a huge Dragon Ball fan told me how disappointed he was when he went to see it in theaters, I think it was. Because he's huge into Dragon Ball, and he was like, why did I spend money on this?
No, it's bad. Like, it was bad.
That was what started the trend of anime adaptations in live action are terrible. I said, like, that was like one of the first too.
You just have to have the right person do it.
Yeah.
And that's where I go back to Cowboy Bebop. The guy who did it live fucking nailed it. Why was it canceled? Hold on. Why was live action Cowboy canceled? All right. So Netflix canceled it because it had a 74 million viewing hours in its first week, but viewership dropped by 60% by December. Shinichiro Watanabe, the original series director, criticized the show for being disloyal to the source material. He said he stopped watching the show after one scene because it didn't feel like the anime classic he helped create.
Oh, jeez. Even the creator was like, fuck.
It's just, who cares? What if they want to go a different story with it? Who fucking cares?
Would you have told me that about Halo?
Okay. Probably not Halo toward you, though.
Okay, because
Maybe you have a point.
You saw how egregious it was for my case, right?
Maybe you have a point. Maybe the loyal fans of Cowboy Bebop saw this and was just like, yeah, this is garbage. We're not supporting this. I get it.
But you were familiar with Cowboy Bebop, too. But you were just a fan that just saw past that. So
I did. I saw past it. I was like, okay, if they're gonna do something new, why fucking not?
Yeah. Unfortunately, even the Halo season didn't do that. They didn't even bring shit that they even tried to bring shit that was part of the world and just ruined it. The Fall of Reach was just ships showing up out of the clouds all fucking ominously. Chief without armor or his helmet, and they're just like panicking. Oh, we gotta fucking leave Reach. And then they fucking leave Reach and the planet blows up, and it's that's it. You don't get to fucking be there and see the fucking war that goes on. They just dip.
I know you're not political, but that was an amazing Trump voice.
Wait, what?
I
didn't even.
And you started like going all cool and sassy and yeah.
I didn't even fucking go for that.
From that place right there. It's what they brought in from that place.
Oh my god, dude! I wasn't even thinking on that level. That's crazy.
But I guess that's why. I guess that's why the Avatar series is doing so well as it is, because they're sticking to it like fucking glue.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's respectable.
The original, like they added a couple episodes to kind of introduce, where Aang came from originally, because in the cartoon they didn't do that shit. They wanted to show everybody the air nomads before the air nomads died. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler. Yeah, it makes sense because the Fire Nation attacked them. Be like, but why?
Because the Fire Nation woke up and chose violence.
I was talking about this yesterday actually, with the Blue Sky people I've met. I don't know. We're talking about anime, and that came up. The Fire Nation attacked. I'm like, you can't have an anime with a Fire Nation attack premise. And I'm like, also tuning exams, and also like world tournaments. Just all this shit. Anyway, I don't know. You just reminded me of that.
So
what else was I gonna say?
Here's another old cartoon. It's not a cartoon. The Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog.
The Mystic... What? Mystic Knights?
Of Tir na Nog.
Of Tir na Nog. Oh, the shit. How are you familiar with all this weirdness?
We watched a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, this is extremely... 90s budget. 90s budgety, like I could tell why you like Power Rangers. You just watched a lot of adjacent shit to it.
You
as
know
well.
what the best part is? I owned all their toys.
Oh my god.
I loved their series. I owned all their toys.
Oh, the bow lady's pretty.
So funnily enough, I had to go see a doctor, and I had like this giant ass like clear tote full of these toys. And
Huh.
I took the tote with me to the doctor's office. I'm sitting there in the lobby playing. There's like 3 other kids watching. And they're like, I want to go play. I'm like, come on over, let's play. We're gonna play. I'm gonna teach you the secret society of the Mystic Knights of the Tyrannok.
The way you fucking cast a spell on them.
And sure enough, there was 4 of us just in the middle of the fucking lobby playing Mystic Knights.
That's crazy. And it's funny because I looked up these pictures. I'm like, they're just totally people wearing cheap costumes. And it's funny because I think about cosplayers. It's, and I'm like, it's just if a bunch of cosplayers got together and filmed some skits.
It's like if they were on a fucking budget.
Yeah, it's funny because when you look back at it, it's like as an adult, you're like, wow, these guys are just really in funny costumes right now and acting around. And like when you're a kid, it's just as real as it could ever be. But
Yeah.
it's crazy. I have that feeling all the time when I go back and watch shit. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this felt so real to me.
Right.
And now it's just the illusion's been broken because I'm so like educated now on what goes on in filming and costumes and all the nitty-gritty details and how production is made.
Well, I mean,
So-
you think about it. You don't really think about it. Like, back in the day, Flintstones and Jetsons, when they had, like, the reputable background, that was top-notch design for us back in the day.
The parallax scrolling. Yeah, they even use that in the video games. It's such a good optical illusion, and then it makes it feel like pretty real to us in perspective.
But that was like top-notch design producing back then.
Yeah,
And now all of it's like fucking AI generated and like top-notch like fucking produced high quality and computers and Union Engine and Unreal Engine and Pineapple Engine or some shit like that.
Well, just know that people still use those techniques just for fun, even now. Like, it's just like a love of the craft kind of deal. So you can find some stuff that's still produced in such a way. In video games especially, but we're not talking video games really, but I'm sure there's some films or cartoons that have been made recently that are like, let's give it this kind of old vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's just fun to look back on those styles. Like, a lot of people tend to like see those styles as inferior because they're old, but I mean, I would be all for like bringing back that parallax scrolling more so in like modern cartoons more often. It's just, it has like this really weird effect. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. I get these feelings, you know? I get feelings when I see this parallax scroll and I'm like, childhood, you know?
Yeah.
You just had to be there kind of moment when you were a kid, to like know what I'm talking about, what the feeling you get when seeing some of that shit again.
So, somebody is selling the various parts of one of the fucking Mystic Knights on YouTube or on eBay.
Oh,
So you
God.
can buy the fucking left back leg armor for $3. Or you can buy his front shoulder plate for $2.
What the fuck? Just parts?
Just parts of his armor.
Well, shit, I'm sure people are really hardcore collectors and they need little bits and bobs.
I guess.
But that's kind of not bad pricing for some pieces of something old like that, because it could be a lot more.
Yeah.
If if people really were assholes, it could be like, this piece of armor here is like $30, dude. Just a little arm pad or whatever. Like, they could totally do that, but they haven't, so. Nice.
You can buy the old McDonald's Happy Meal box at the Mystic Knights of Tyranid on it for $3.
Like, there was a McDonald's fucking
they had Happy
collaboration?
Meal toys for Disney Nights.
When was this? Because I might have been too young to be eating McDonald's. I know you're like 4 or 5 years older than me.
1999.
Oh shit, I was like 5. I just might have not remembered or something, because I was young. Like, I can remember shit. I can remember shit from when I was like 3 years old, like bits and memory pieces. But 4 or 5, a little bit more, but not so much.
Yeah, like it didn't, like, the toys didn't last long because they were one of those toys where like had like a little wheel on the back, and if you flick the wheel enough, they would spark. Like there was like a little spark inside there, like a little plastic shield they had in the front.
Yeah.
So the toy did not last long.
Hold on, let me look this up. McDonald's and Mystic Knight. Hold on. Let's see. Images. I don't recognize the demon Lulag. Looks fucking wild. He's like, yeah, these don't look familiar to me. What's going on? The Happy Meals had such baller ass toys. Like, goddamn, look at that. So much detail.
Yeah, do you want to know what the Happy Meal toys are today, this day and age?
Fidget spinners.
A fucking crock.
What?
I think they're on the new toys. I think they're on the, like, Mario Kart now. I kid you not, like their last set of toys, you could get yourself a very own, like, little miniature sized croc. I'm not talking like crocodile, I'm talking like the shoe.
Oh.
You can get a croc.
Weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I saw there's a Super Mario Bros. Movie one that probably came out when the movie was out. That one looks kind of cool. McDonald's toys was a whole era too, wasn't it? I remember the the Yu-Gi-Oh CDs you get. You remember those?
Yeah.
Dude, I had this one fucking CD that my friend was obsessed with. He would just like get into the zone to that song. We were so young, but he'd be like, I won't give up, I won't break down, I'm not gonna panic. And then it gets all and he's like, it was so fucking cringy, bro, but it was the fucking best. Like, it was so epic. I don't know what song that was. I just remember that was the lyrics, because he fucking played it over and over and over. Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Speaking of that, the show was pretty sick. Did you watch that?
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh was one of those I watched up until the Dungeon Dice season, I think.
Oh, dude. I loved Dungeon Dice Monsters. No.
I mean, I watched that season. That's where I met. Like, I watched it, and then the next season I didn't watch, you know? So I know that protagonist was like, I forgot. He kind of looks like the guy from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. His name was Duke Devlin.
Yeah, that guy. Fucking Duke Devlin. Yeah, he was pretty sick. Yeah, those were the 2 seasons I liked a lot.
I like watching the first season. Like, if you're like brand new to fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, and you just go straight watching the cartoon and learn how to play the game, you go through that first season, you're fucked.
They just use some bullshit. They pull shit out of their ass.
Yeah, they do.
This fuel was made here on this terrain, so therefore I get fucking advantage. What?
Is that how it works?
I led you here, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yugi, and so I got the advantage with my buckets. You know, like that
I know, they
weevil
gave
guy.
like, oh, because it's fucking dark, my just gained a fucking 35-point bonus. I'm like, where the fuck is 35 points? How the fuck do you get fucking 35 points?
The heart of the cards.
It's
You
like,
gotta trust in the
this
heart
game
of
is
the cards,
based
bro.
on 50s, increments of 50. Where do you get fucking 35 points?
Oh man, fucking. What's fucking Joey say? What's Joey's monster again?
Red Eyes Black Dragon?
No, the Celtic Warrior. I bring out
Guardian.
the Celtic Guardian. I'm gonna get the Celtic
that's
Guardian.
Yugi's.
Oh, is
That's
it?
Yugi's, yeah.
I could have sworn it was his.
Joey is voiced now.
I forgot. He has like a
Lava.
guy with an axe. Just got an axe to cleave the monster right in half. You would say.
They had Elizabeth's dad go on. Alligator Sword Dragon. That's one that he used. Axe
I
Raider.
think that. God damn, I can't find the quote anywhere, but I remember him saying something about cleaving the monster in half, and it's just fucking hilarious. He had a good voice. My name is Joey Wheeler. My pronouns are they and them. That was one of my favorite memes that I saw recently.
I think one of my favorite bad guys though from the Yu-Gi-Oh series was the two brothers, the Paradox brothers. God, I love them.
I gotta fucking look them up real quick. In a bit. Oh yeah, I remember these fucking weirdos. Bald-headed asses. Oh, I remember being one of the hugest simps for my Valentine. Oh man, she was pretty.
So, there's a fun fact. I think I told you about this one.
What?
Bandit Keith, do you remember him?
Oh yeah.
So, at the end of the series, on Duelist Kingdom Island, he was one of the top 4, but he lost to Joey. So what he did is he hopped up and leapt over the field and led it by Pegasus. And in the American version, you see him just pointing his finger at Pegasus and says, "I want you to give me all the money now." But it was actually censored out because in the Japanese version, if you watch it, he actually pulls out a gun and points it right at Pegasus' head.
Oh shit.
But it's funny, just in the American version, you just see him hold out this little fucking air pistol. This little fantasy pistol, like, give me all your money, bitch.
It's great. See, they fucking poor kids, man. They always edited shit out. Like, I recently watched Zoids. Did you ever check that out?
Zoids,
You
yeah.
remember it?
We loved Zoids.
So I recently got into it, but I was watching this version online that has. I was watching in English, but every time it gets to a part where they're pointing guns at each other, or there's a kid's getting guns pointed at them, it goes into Japanese because they just splice it in, and it's so jarring because all of a sudden it's just guns, and then they're speaking in Japanese, and then it goes back to English when the guns are put away, and it's just the funniest thing to me because there was so much context missing from like the American version,
Yeah.
or like the US version, or rather the Western. Sorry, I keep fucking it. So yeah, fucking Zoids is cool as fuck. I wish I watched that as a kid, but I'm watching it now.
Anyways, I
It's probably
sent
one
you.
of the only makers I like. Oh, you sent me some?
Yeah.
Invisible Guns, Bandit Keith. God damn it.
And you can see it looks like he's like actually holding a fucking gun, but there's no gun.
He's just pointing his fingers at him. Good old fucking censorship.
Yep.
Did you ever watch Ultimate Muscle?
No.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, man. That's such a fun show. It's so fucking funny. Like, all right, I wanted to say this now. That show got away with a lot more than it should have with what happens and what is being said. It's so in this day and age, some of the comments made in there are very offensive. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just such funny writing. Such funny writing in that show. Like, the dub is goddamn great. And it made me want to go watch some of the older shit from the 80s back in Japan where it was his father. Instead of the one in the Kid Muscle was in the Ultimate Muscle. But his father's King Muscle. And there's a series that takes place in 1983 is when that show started. And I went back to watch that. And I maybe got like 40 episodes in of the 100 and some shit episodes they have. And I can see where the humor comes from. It's just such a slapstick humor wrestling Looney Tunes ass thing, you know? If you like Looney Tunes and wrestling, it's a good show, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of like wrestling, have you ever watched Lucha Libre?
Yes, the flea.
Yeah.
A ricochet.
That was another one that we used to love watching.
Fucking it was really fun.
Was it Lucha
I watched
Libre
that.
or was it?
Oh
called
no, it was
something else?
Mucha Lucha. Mucha Lucha. That show reminds me of Psychonauts, the game. You ever play that?
Nope, never played that.
Okay, well, it has like a similar vibe. There's like it's the reason I think that is it's not initially because of the game itself. You have to get far into the game where you reach a level that is themed after like either like Mexico or Spain, but it's super like it might be more Spain. But it just reminds me so much of Mucha Lucha, the way everything's styled and how they speak. But anyway, yeah, that's the vibe I get from Mucha Lucha. But I haven't been able to find it anywhere to watch. Have you?
No.
It's just like completely in the vault.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I hate that
It wasn't.
shit,
It
man.
wasn't that good. Like, I enjoyed it, but there wasn't a whole lot of hype for the show.
Yeah, I think it only made like 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was good though, but you know, sometimes those shows just don't make it out of the vault, and it's unfortunate. Like,
Kind of like Two Stupid Dogs. I cannot find that show to save my life
Which
to
one?
watch. Two Stupid Dogs. Can't find that show to watch to save my life.
I might be able to find it for you right now. Let's see. Oh wait, nope. Couldn't find it. I do have some place. I'm not gonna disclose that I could possibly find things, but didn't find it.
Well, let me guess, LimeWire. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Like, I used that one to try to find Mucha Lucha, and there's like only like 3 episodes ever recovered, I think, that I could find on that site. And there's another series that hasn't seen the light since, well, the Japanese release of it has, but the dub that we got here hasn't. They only have like a 12 episode DVD release, and the rest are just kind of gone. There's like 101 episodes, and it's Kirby Right Back at You. You ever watch that?
Yes, I have.
Kirby Right Back at You. Look at that there, Kirby. Yeah, that show is completely like not around. There's only the 12 episodes, like I mentioned, you can get, and I found a place where they have all the episodes, and it was recently put out on. You know about the Internet Archive, right? Where you could just find cool stuff.
Yeah.
It was all there. And they got rid of it, I think, or they're trying to get rid of the Internet Archive. So that's sad. And that's one of the, like, it was like a bunch of files brought together by people's VHS recordings and whatnot. So it was a collaborative effort. And it's just sad because preservation, man, even with the shows we love, is just not happening. Like, I don't know if you can even find some of that stuff you were mentioning earlier anymore, like the Mystical Knights guys.
Yeah, probably not. Mystical Knights, It's Here to Know, Pirates of Dark Water. Shit, what are those ones? We watched Johnny Quest a lot, but I know that one's available to watch.
You said Bonkers, right? Oh no, Bonkers on Disney Plus. Oh, obviously.
No, it's not.
Not anymore?
It's never been on Disney Plus.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So you were probably on that shit, huh? You were on top of that,
I
huh?
would have been on top of that shit.
They did have the Timon and Pumbaa show.
Hold, please.
No, you're like, let me check. You're like, I know what I'm watching if you find it.
Oh my god, it is there.
Oh my god, Winter, you got a fucking thing to watch.
Okay. Well, it's been a great podcast.
Time to fucking eat ice cream and popcorn and drink some sody pop, watch some Bonkers and crisscross applesauce passion, you know?
Why do people call it that?
Crisscross applesauce?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I called it? You know what we called it? Indian style.
Oh my god. I mean, that's another way to do it too, but I went as crisscross applesauce when I was growing up.
So we got Bonkers. Do we have SWAT cats? Nope. Do we have gargoyles? We have gargoyles. I think SWAT cats was Cartoon Network. SWAT cats.
And I just gave you a whole like week-long obsession for Bonkers, huh?
But it was my Hanna-Barbera cartoons. So is it a Boomerang?
Yeah. Probably. What about the? Oh, I gotta mention these cartoons: the Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Underground. Did you watch those?
No.
Oh, dude, you weren't a Sonic fan.
Hold on. Sorry, throat was fighting me. Well, no, like, I used to watch like the old school Sonic shows, like the old school Sonic ones.
That's what I meant. Those are the ones. There's the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is the one where Eggman was all like extra chunky and had the robot chicken and the robot mole guy. And then there was Sonic Underground, where he had like a girl who was a sister who was pink and a brother who was green, and they had a band. Those are like 90s. And Sonic X was like later on.
Johnny Quest was one. Static Shock. That one was another one I watched a lot of.
Static Shock was cool. I liked it. He had that one bully guy who was like fire.
Fucking home movies. That was one that
Yeah.
like, I couldn't stand that movie and show.
What?
I could not stand whole movies.
You didn't like the style, or just how interesting? I actually loved all that shit. It was just, it has a vibe to it. But like when you're a kid, when you don't understand something, but it looks interesting, you kind of just like it, you know. And
Well,
I
there
just
was, like,
found
the-
the voice
But
the
then
voice
there was,
acting was funny.
But then there's like Ski Lab 2021. Like,
I never watched that one.
I know we talked about Uncle Tim on the Force.
We just glanced right upon it though. We didn't talk about Aquatine Hunger Force. So, no.
That's so
Sorry.
beautiful.
You didn't know I could do the web impression.
No, I did not know you could do the Meatwad impression.
Well, now you know, my dude. I wish I could do Shake. He was one of the ones I could never do. Shake's funny. Fucking Carl's funny too.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Whitley. I wrote that song. It's called I'm Gonna Rock Your Baddie. And parentheses says until the brink of dawn.
What?
That was one of Carl's things.
I don't remember that. Damn, I need to watch it again. God. It's so funny. Also, South Park was good. I didn't watch too much of it though. I watched some of it. It's because Comedy Central really didn't have too many cartoons, so I only would watch South Park every so often.
South Park, dude.
I
Oh
can do
my
a mean
God.
Carmen impression.
Every fucking episode is a goddamn treasure. I don't know
They're
how.
They're just really good at what they do.
I don't know how they do it, but oh my god. I will say, I think one of my favorite ones though is the Warcraft episode. And if I
I don't
ever
think I've
introduce
seen that.
anybody to South Park, I will introduce them to that episode. It's that one, and then their cock magic episode. You know about that one?
No.
So, it's called cock magic. But what it is it's just a bunch of fucking roosters playing Magic the Gathering.
What the
And
fuck?
Stan's dad takes it the wrong way and thinks it's actual fucking cock magic. So he starts going around town doing magic tricks with his dick.
Oh jeez. I remember his he had like ball cancer or some shit, inflated
Yeah.
nuts.
He fucking stuck his balls in a microwave and nuked them.
Yeah. Fucking it's so fucking wild, that show.
And all he wanted to
There's,
do was
um,
just get high. That was the legal way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking I remember what's it called? Did you ever watch any like Trey Parker and Matt Stone's movies that were not that? Like Team America?
Oh god, yeah, I hated him. I hated him.
I watched that one when I was way too young for it, and I saw all the uncut shit. I had the DVD release, you know.
Oh no.
And I saw some very nasty, like naughty and nasty, equally craziness. I don't know if I should say what it was, but it was fucking wild. Even I'm to this day shocked. Even if I were to see that now. So that was probably the wildest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, anyway, fucking South Park. They're geniuses over there. They just, what I think they do right is they keep on with like trending things happening in the world, and they stay up to date, and their jokes evolve with everything. It's just never gets stale, really. Like, I'm sure there's some okay episodes of South Park out there, but they're never really bad ones, you know? They have like, they could do better, but they don't have, that was a shit episode.
I'm trying to think on an episode that I just didn't like.
What's that?
Said I was trying to think of an episode that I just didn't like from South Park.
You can't think of one. Yep, it's just that kind of show. Like, they're so good at what they do. It's one of those once in a lifetime deals. Like that, they're just those ongoing shows that go on forever. Like, they have something about them, you know. Be either legacy or not. Like, legacy would be Simpsons. They're still going, but they're not. They've been really mediocre for a while.
I don't think Simpsons is ever gonna die out.
Well, never say never, but it's been going on since what, 80s?
Okay, no, I do remember an episode. It's when I think it was like a two-parter series, and the only part of it I remember was like Butters was trying to come up with some like diabolical plan. But his little partner in crime was always like, Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. I didn't enjoy that one very much.
Well, there you go. There's one episode that was just like, meh. I could do without it. Yeah, Comedy Central didn't have too much. Like, I didn't really watch Drawn Together. I know that was another Comedy Central
Drawn
cartoon.
Together was so great.
I didn't watch it. I was just not interested.
So, skip the first season. The first season just sucks.
Oh, okay.
But their second season is just pure fucking gold.
Well, there you go. That's cool. They did better the second season.
Yeah.
Usually that doesn't happen. If it starts out shit and gets a way better season, usually it's like a gradual increase or a gradual decrease or just a full-on decrease. But if it goes from bad to great, that's crazy.
No, like their first season was just awful. I haven't watched Drawn Together in forever, but I do know their second season was just so good.
Let me see.
Robot Chicken. You can never go wrong with Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah, love Robot Chicken. That was like peak.
And this is gonna be one of my little secrets to everybody. My USG WTF videos is kind of based off of Robot Chicken.
I get the vibes.
Well, it's like, you know how you just like keep flicking through the channels. And that's what I was trying to go with. It's between that and the AMV Hell series.
That's pretty cool. I like that. See, like the stuff I watched a lot. I'm looking at the list here. Robot Chicken I did watch a lot. So many good skits in there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Check It Out with Dr. What's his fuck? So stupid. Fucking John C. Reilly. What else is there? Let's see. Super Jail. Did you watch Super Jail?
Hated it.
You didn't like Super Jail?
Nope.
I thought it was interesting. Kind of influenced my taste in psychedelic weird shit and grody-ness. You know what I mean? Because you know how the weird shit games I'd always play? Super Jail probably had a lot to do with it. I just really like weird, dumb shit. You know? Looking at all these, they have a whole list here that I'm just going through slowly. Ghost in the Shell. I actually never watched, but I hear it's really good. You ever watch that?
Which one?
Ghost in the Shell.
I heard it was good, but I've not watched any of it.
Some of the Halo design takes from that anime, which is interesting. And that's why I kind of want to watch it, because it's Halo inspired it a little bit, or Halo was inspired by it rather. The fuck? Adult Swim had Loiter Squad? I didn't even know that. Did you watch Mike Tyson Mysteries?
No.
I could love that show, dude. It's so good. I recently made a meme with the YouTube video like yesterday with it. It's great. It's just funny. It's supposed to be like Scooby-Doo, you know? But it's Mike Tyson, and his Scooby-Doo counterpart is a pigeon that's voiced by fucking Norm Macdonald. It doesn't make any sense, but it fucking great. And another one I see here I liked a lot. It was like a really short series. It was like 10-minute episodes or whatever. It's like Off the Air. You ever watch that? That one's a surreal experience. That's like you have to be balls high and you'll be transported to another universe watching it, you know? It's really cool, I think. Oh fuck, Squidbillies? That shit was wild. It's fucking Squidbillies. Remember that?
I do remember that.
They're Squidbillies. Dang, I didn't realize they had this many shows they had throughout their entire history being a channel. It's quite a lot. All right, Adult Swim, I think we covered pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah.
What about like regular Cartoon Network? We haven't really got into that.
We kind of touched it. We always gonna do a little bit, but like, can we have to go wee? Can we take a break real quick?
Oh, if you need to take a break, for sure, yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right, break time.
Okay. He's still gone? He must still be gone. Anyways, chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate you all. Again, you guys are more than welcome to hang out and chat too. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, if you guys just want to say something, just to get in there and say hi, or just be part of the conversation that we're having, go ahead and send your comments in. We'll read them. We'll read them out loud to you. We'll get you involved in our wonderful podcast. You guys are having absolutely fantastic hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate you all. Again, I do apologize. I'm still, so for those who don't know, contracted laryngitis. It's just a little infection that like affects the voice box. It's nothing that can really be done about it. Just time, recovery, healing.
Back.
Yeah, there's Charles again. You don't want to hear about my disease.
You were back for a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no, I just recently got back.
Oh, okay. I was just getting water and restroom break and eating a cookie brownie. Had a little snack. But yeah, what were we talking about?
We're moving on to actual Cartoon Network.
Yeah. So Cartoon Network.
I mean, if you haven't watched a whole lot of Cartoon Network, then what's been going on in your life? And like, we're talking like classics like Jetsons, Flintstones, fucking Smurfs, Storks.
See, you're on the era I didn't really pay attention to. I did watch some of it.
We had Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry.
I love me the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry.
And then they started bringing in Toonami, so it was like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. What else did they try to introduce? They did Card Captors, I think. And then they tried doing Card Captors.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That one was a good show. Didn't last long. Surprise.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Beat them then. Yeah, I didn't watch too much the early. I think the earliest I was watching was like Cat Dog. Wait, is that Nickelodeon?
That's Nick.
Damn it. It feels like a Cartoon Network show. Then stuff like Angry Beaver, or is that Nickelodeon too?
That's Nickelodeon too.
What am I thinking, dude? They feel like Cartoon Network. I don't know what it is about those shows. Billy and Mandy. Love that shit.
That's Nick too.
No, it's not.
Just kidding.
I fucking know that one's not. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
Powerpuff Girls were fucking badass. Powerpuff Girls were on a different level. I didn't care getting made fun of as a kid for watching it. I was like, I had the VHS movie. I was like, yeah.
I always watch Powerpuff Girls.
Wait, what?
I always watch Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, you always watch it. I was like, they were asking me a question about it. I was like, I didn't understand it. Yeah, my favorite was always Buttercup because green's my favorite color. And then my favorite villain was probably, I don't know. It was probably like Fuzzy Lumpkins because he was funny.
Fuzzy Lumpkins was good.
Fuzzy Lumpkins.
He wasn't really a bad guy. He was trying. He was just trying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know though. When he, like the first episode that I saw, President Lumpkins was the bad guy, and he turned. Oh my god! I never seen Bubbles so mad in my life. When he had that fucking gun that turned anything into food, and he shot one of her ponytails, and it turned into a drumstick. Oh my god! I have never seen Bubbles so pissed in my life.
I remember the Gangrene Gang. You remember them?
Yeah.
Fuckers were. One of them they look like the Gorillas, and I think they had a cameo. Didn't they?
You remember the Amoeba Boys?
I don't remember them specifically, no.
They wanted to try so badly to be villains, but just fucked up everything they did.
Okay. So they were just like terrible at the job of being evil.
They were.
Fucking the Rowdy Rough Boys instead of the Powerpuff Girls.
I actually like the Rowdy Rough Boys. I wish they would have done more with them.
Yeah, they would have been a cool continual like rival, you know.
Yeah.
Can't forget about the fake Powerpuff Girls that were just men with beards wearing.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. Oh, jeez, that was terrible. And they had Sedusa. What a name! Oh my god, wasn't that the one who was like trying to steal the Powerpuff Girls' dad away? By yeah, Sedusa. Crazy bitch. And then you talked about him already, right?
No.
Him. That was
the greatest villains in the show.
I was scared of him because the way they were talking about him, and then the fucking music would play all.
Mm-hmm.
The Boogeyman was also one. I remember that guy. He was like in one episode or something.
Yeah. He didn't last very long.
Yeah. Powerpuff Girls are sick. And then, did you like? I think Invader Zim, right? It was on Cartoon Network.
I loved Invader Zim, but that one was a Nickelodeon one.
Was it? God damn! See, that's Cartoon Network coded. You can't deny me that. Because the voice actor for Zim is just literally Billy.
Yeah. They were Nickelodeon.
Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Huh. What's his name again? I forgot.
Who?
The voice actor for Zim and Billy. I gotta look. Richard Horvitz. That guy. He's badass. He's also the fucking main character in Psychonauts.
Yeah.
He's Rasputin.
He was he's also the main bad guy in the Skylander series.
What, really?
Yeah.
He's in Destroy All Humans as well as fucking that. He's in so much shit from that era. He's a good actor. And then he was also one of the 2 Angry Beavers. Wasn't he?
Yeah. He was Daggett.
What an actor. I think my favorite performance of his has got to be Billy, because he played a dumbass so goddamn well. It's like, I can't get enough of the, like, I'll randomly find on, like, TikTok.
He was
just
he was Billy and young Mandy.
Yeah. He is just like, I've seen these TikToks of, like, the compilations of Billy, It's so good.
He voiced something in Dragonflight. Hold on.
Hold on.
I don't know where he was in Dragonflight, but he was in Psychonauts.
And all the goods. I gotta play Psychonauts again. I just have a broken capture card. It sucks. Mine broke. I think it's just shit out
He
on
was
me.
Chaos, bad guy in most of the Skylander series.
I never watched or played a single Skylanders. Oh, you know what show that I really like? Fuck. Did you ever watch Bionicle?
No, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
Nope, could not.
Why? You didn't like it?
It wasn't my forte.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. They literally were barred from that show specifically or some shit.
He has done a voice in every World of Warcraft expansion.
World of Warcraft? Is he? You're saying he's a World of Warcraft voice?
Yeah.
Oh. You wish in the video game you like. And you didn't even notice. How dare you? Oh yeah, I gotta ask you, what did you think of Ed, Ed and Eddie? That's my all-time favorite.
That was a show that I had to watch all the time.
There you go. It's one of my all-time favorite shows ever. It's probably my favorite Cartoon Network show in general. It's so fucking funny. Like, the mastery in which they do their slapstick is on another level was so unique to it and only it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, so let's get back to Ed, Ed and Eddie for a second. Let's hop out of that for a second.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Power Rangers? Like Morphin?
I mean, sometimes. Sometimes, but not a lot.
You remember Alpha 5? The robot?
Let me look. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay?
Yeah.
Oh, that was him?
That was the same actor, too.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. I just heard it in my head and I was like, yep, that sounds like him.
Back to Ed, Ed and Eddie. We're not
Okay. But yeah, I was going to say the mastery in which they did their slapstick was unlike any other show before and after. It's just in its own league. In my eyes, at least.
Now,
and the reason...
sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the reason for it is because the way they utilize their sound effects and music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only thing that
so
really got me
weird.
like not liking Ed, Ed and Eddie was when they started getting to really getting into like sending them off to school and like the actual like school episodes. That seemed weird to me.
Because there's not a single adult anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird, like, there's a whole fucking theory thing about that whole show that they're all dead. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
The theory goes that these are all kids that all lived in the same cul-de-sac at different time periods. And they all had died in some way. And they all remain there.
Oh shit.
Like Ralph being born in the 1940s or 30s or some shit and dying at that time. And then like each of them were born in a different like decade. You know? So yeah, that's the whole theory about them. That's why there's no parents or no people other than them. It's a really interesting theory, you know?
Yeah.
I like it a lot, but you know, it's probably not what they were intending to be. It's just a cool, creepy pasta thing, you know. But yeah, like I could see where you'd be a little bit like frustrated or confused about it just being at school with not a teacher or an adult around in sight. They're just doing things at school. They did explore that a little bit at the end of the series with Eddie's parents and his brother. We did get to see someone as an adult. But that took forever, you know? But I think the whole magic of that show was just like kids being kids, and this is how it would be if the kids ran the entire fucking town, you know?
Yeah.
It would be just like that. And that's what I really liked about it. And it's just funny, like, my favorite character is Ed. And, oh wait, no, he's second. Rolf is first. I was just thinking of the first main three. But Rolf being my favorite because, God, the things he says are so stupid and funny, and like they're supposed to be like old shepherd sayings and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know? The son of a shepherd. Ed boys. Like it. And then yeah, Ed being just who he is funny as fuck to me. The fucking when they buttered him up, they greased him up to like find something under really tight space. And he was like, I am buttered toast. All like, just so happy. And it was the best. And it fucking made me die laughing. But yeah, fucking Ed and Eddie's my favorite. Good shit.
Let's see. When we grew up, yeah, like watching like some Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon, we would come home every day and watch.
My cousins had VHSs of it. I'd watch it with them, but I never owned them.
Yeah, Sailor Moon was a good one.
I remember enjoying it, and then like going into, because my cousins were all girls on my dad's side that watched it, and they would try to throw me into like Sailor Moon like playtime, like with doll, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll play. And eventually I got too old to the point where I would just deny them outright, and they would cry, and I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm a boy, I don't like playing with dolls. You know, as a kid, you know, that's how I felt. Obviously it's fine, you know, like it's just how I felt back then.
Mm-hmm.
I remember enjoying it when I did watch it and cared about watching it with my cousins because I was spending time with them, you know. That's about all the memories I have with Sailor Moon. It's just playtime, Sailor Moon playtime.
Thankfully, I was an only child, so I didn't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Okay. I had a big family on both ends. Yeah, cousins were always watching that stuff. And also Fraggle Rock and the Muppets. Oh, you watch that?
I never did watch the Muppets. That was one that
You
I kind of
never-
stayed away from.
Why? You're like perfect Muppet material.
I don't know. Just
You're a furry. Same thing.
sorry, but Lola had my eyes.
Oh no, not the Lola bunny. It's fine though.
I'm just saying, like,
It's
she's the one who fucking.
The it's just like the sexual awakening happened.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel you. That happened to me with a certain character.
And I tell you, like, I kid you not, I watched the new Space Jam at my workplace because some people wanted to watch it. I hated the movie, but like I said, I was so goddamn proud of Lola for being inducted as a fucking Valkyrie. I can't tell you how proud I am of her.
Hell yeah, dude.
Especially after what they did to her with the new Looney Tunes reboot. I was so pissed about it. So they, like that new Looney Tunes reboot, when they started rebooting all the old shows, made Lola dumber than a box of rocks. And it pissed me off.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah. It was just like stupid to be stupid.
I was so mad about it.
I got off. I lost the train of thought because I'm now thinking of Lola Bunny. Muppets. That's what I was gonna mention again. I love that shit. I'm surprised you never watched like Fraggle Rock and the Muppets.
No. I never interested me.
I recently came across a YouTube channel that had a full upload of the movie I grew up with, and I damn near fucking cried watching it because I was like 4 years old watching this shit over and over and over for like 3 hours a day every day, you know, kind of deal. And I was still remembering everything. I was like, holy shit. Like, have you ever had that moment with a piece of media you hadn't seen since you were like that young?
Yeah.
You just feel these feelings. It's like good times. I live for that shit, dude. Like, like if I can find something I haven't thought about in years and go back to it and get the feelings again, that's my crack cocaine. Give me all of it, injected into my veins. Grasping back at the old days.
You know, I know, speaking of, like, you know, hotties that have awakened me in what I am today. There was one more, but she's not a character from a cartoon, but from a video game. I think I've shown her to you.
Oh yeah, yep. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Mia?
Yeah, you want me to say it?
Oh, you probably know, but.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's Crystal.
Yep.
Gotcha. I knew it.
To this day. And I'm so, like... You want to know what the weird thing is about my fascination with her
What?
is?
What?
Is it got me pissed that I heard that there was a rumor. Yeah, I mean, it's confirmed, it's true. Basically, at the end of Star Fox Assault, that she and Fox had a kid.
No.
I was furious about that. Like, no.
You're like,
No.
no. How dare you take my woman?
Ever since then, I've despised Fox. I cannot stand that character. Cannot
Fair
stand
enough.
him.
Poor Fox for being the steal yo bitch type. For me, I was down bad for Rouge the Bat.
Rouge, yeah.
Down bad, even to this day. You just don't give bats baps and expect to get away with it. No, but seriously, she's a badass anyway. Like, despite the whole sex appeal thing about them, like, they have a cool like aura, and I like how they gave her like super spy vibes, I guess. She's like the Ada Wong of Sonic. You know what I mean? Basically that. Yeah, that's probably for me. But I never went full furry though. I have no persona. No OC. Except for my Digimon. Am I a Digimon furry?
Yes. If you have an OC of a Digimon, you're a furry.
I use them to talk sometimes on stream, so yeah, I guess so. I guess I've fallen into this. It's a dinosaur slash dragon Digimon, so maybe I'm a scaly. I don't know.
Maybe. But you're still considered a furry, scaly or not.
It's still part of the grand scheme of furry.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Congratulations, you win.
Yay! My fucking the art Biddy drew. You just see me start changing in like an anamorph before.
Oh my god! I was an anamorph. I'd love to see it.
Just anamorph into a Digimon.
Oh my god! I love to see it so much.
Just talk to my artist friends about that. That'd be funny as fuck. Trouser, Digivolve too.
I definitely want to get more hearts at some point in time.
Oh yeah.
I've thought about what I want to get.
Well, yeah, you got a couple people to talk to, but I will let you know that I also have several people I've met. They have pretty cool art styles, I think, but I could shoot you some lines here and there if you're interested later.
Sure.
There you go.
I mean, I know that our primary artist is like busy as all hell anymore, but
oh yeah,
which saddens me because I love her art.
Yeah, there can only be so much one person can do, and it's understandable.
Needs to get her together and to start pumping out the bucket petitions.
She's got to be like an AI Biddy.
She's gotta be one of those people. She's gotta like done, 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 done. Wait, come back to clean it back one, raise a little bit. Done.
There you go. Yeah, art is always fun. Anyway, fucking. Do we have any other?
So that's our conversation that we've been trying to have for like the past 2 hours.
Huh?
So back to the conversation we've been trying to have for the past 2 hours.
Yeah, we just devolved into let's talk about white.
Yes, and all just fucking sweep me off my feet. You sweet money bitch, you.
There you go. Conquer as well. Oh, dude, Barry. Barry is just another Lola bunny.
I was about to say, this is something interesting from you if you're talking about Conquer. Hold on a minute. Let's back this truck up for a minute.
What? I know Conquer's not a show, but, you know, fucking inspiration there. Probably.
So, Ed and Nettie, we were finishing discussing on that one.
Yeah.
What about Dexter's Lab?
Oh, what did he say? La fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Yeah, that shit. God. That was a funny ass show. Didi!
Stay out of my laboratory.
Get out of my laboratory. I don't know how to do his voice, sorry.
I think one of my favorite episodes from that one though is when he got bit by the fucking clown. And he developed like the clown disease.
let me look that up. I think it sounds familiar.
Yeah, like the clown was laughing so hard he fucking lost his teeth. And the teeth went flying and it sunk into Dexter's bone.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
And he's
Yeah, I
like,
remember
whoops,
that.
sorry, kid.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. Crazy. Oh my god, there's a picture. I'm on Google Images, there's just a picture of Dexter's mom's a dumpy. Cool. Those Cartoon Network moms. They had them hips. Like Jimmy's mom. Oh wait, that's Nickelodeon. Jimmy's mom.
Oh god, fucking Jimmy Neutron. Ah,
Jimmy, can I go see your mom?
God.
Dude, Ultra Lord though. Ultra Lord. Fucking love Ultra Lord. I feel like I relate to Sheen a little bit. I'm not as hyper as he is, but I was like, Digimon, you know?
I don't remember much of Jimmy Neutron. I watched it a lot, but I don't remember it. But one scene that comes to mind, God, it's like they're fucking playing Monopoly and he fucking rolls and he's like, ha, one. Show me and fear him and tremble before my wrath. And they're like, how can you roll a one if you have 2 dice? He's like, oh, I swallowed one. Because he rolled a die in a fucking popcorn kernel.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Jimmy Neutron was really good for the time too. Like it was a 3D cartoon. Like those weren't very far. Like they were hard to come by when they were full 3D. Like
Yeah.
the only other one I can think of at the moment is the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
And Bad Boy and Chum Chum.
That's way later though.
Yeah, but still.
I mean that was like 2007 or 8, right?
Still had the same models.
I guess. But there were still 3D shows by that point. I mean, Jimmy Neutron started in like 2001.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also the Donkey Kong Country cartoon. You never watched that, did you?
Barely, kinda.
Oh god, I fucking love that cartoon. That's the one that I grew up with too. That not very many people I know grew up with, so I don't have very many people to talk to it about with. But I grew up with the VHS tape, which had 4 episodes stitched together, and they were all out of order. Like they just somehow happened to have the same villains that recurred as the same villains throughout the whole movie, so it felt like it was one movie. And I was fooled. I didn't realize it was like 4 episodes because I thought it was just the movie. But when I rewatched the series, I was like, oh shit, this is part of the movie. Then it would move to the next episode. It was totally different. And it would go for several episodes, and then it'd go to a new episode that and I was like, oh, this is also part of the movie. And then I realized, like, oh, they just stitched together some shit. So that was interesting. But I know you love the Donkey Kong Country games, so you should give that show a shot.
You've
It's really
tried showing
interesting.
me a few episodes of it already.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did you
There was
like
one,
it?
There was one where, like, Cranky was watching the Crystal Skull. Or the Crystal.
The Crystal Coconut.
Yeah. And fucking King
Yeah,
Hero was trying to get, like, it was time to light the place on fire. The village on fire. To get to it.
Yeah, fucking King K. Rool. He has a great old voice actor in that show. King K. Rool. He talks like that.
No.
And then you had
I'm gonna go to a kid's cartoon for a minute.
yeah.
Let's talk Dora the Explorer for a second.
Oh, geez, I used to watch that kind of, sort of. That's like Nick Jr.
So, you ask, Winter, why are we bringing up Dora?
You have like,
I'll answer this. I want her fucking backpack.
what?
I want her backpack.
Why?
It's a time pocket.
A time pocket?
Yeah, you know what a time pocket is?
No.
Imagine Link's pocket in the video games. How he's able to carry up all that equipment, but still just easily glide up a mountain like he's wearing nothing at all.
Gotcha.
The only reason why I know it's a time pocket is because there's one episode where they're dealing with wheels and circular things. And they come up across the fucking iguana girl who has a flat tire on her scooter. So she's like, oh, I bet you we have a replacement tire in our backpack. So they open it, the backpack's starting to go through the whole thing. She's like, is this scooter wheel? No, this is a such and such wheel. Is this scooter wheel? Oops, that's a Ferris wheel. And I'm like, hold on a minute. A Ferris wheel?
There you go. That's where you got your fucking
What
hint.
the fuck are you holding a Ferris wheel for, a girl?
So you just want that just so you can carry whatever the fuck you want, wherever.
Yes. Yes.
Fair enough. I mean, we all like different shows for different reasons, and if it's for that reason, hell yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like, the only Nick Jr. shit I remember enjoying, I didn't really watch Story. I thought it was boring, but I knew about some of the stuff. Blue's Clues was my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Blue's Clues do weekend too.
You know when Salt and Pepper had paprika?
That was, yeah, and then Paprika and something else had another later on.
Yeah.
It was like a whole family continuation.
And they were getting it on.
They were salt shaking that ass.
Said, what kind of spice can we come up with today, Monsieur? On.
One of my favorite little jingles. Here's the mail that never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wear a mail.
Yeah.
Yes. Good shit. And then they would do the leap into be small into like, oh God, I love that shit when they would like, we get to woo, and they would just be small in this like little picture, and it's like, oh fuck, dude, hell yeah, that's like my jam. I love when things can teleport into others. It's just such a cool little, it feels like, I don't know, like a toy. Just put yourself inside. Yeah.
But I know
Other
it's
fucking-
there's some other cool little, you know, shows that I would watch. I'll just off and on. I mean, my folks, I don't know if my folks much like questioned if I was okay or not when I would watch these shows. I was just bored as fuck. I just wanted to watch something.
Yeah.
But I would always watch like the Nick Jr. shows. It's like Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. Did you ever see that one?
I remember. Yeah, I remember that one.
Then there was like Little Bill. That got yanked off as soon as fucking Bill Cosby had his shit happen to him.
I know. I was gonna say that. I didn't like that show when I was a kid. It was like too boring for me, honestly. I didn't even like Caillou that much.
Who?
Caillou.
Oh no, I didn't watch Caillou.
I didn't like it too much. It was like whatever. He was a crybaby bitch. Anyway.
Backyardigans, they were fun to watch.
Dude, Backyardigans are sick. I dig the Backyardigans.
Wow Wow Wubsy, did you ever watch him?
I did a little bit. Not too much.
Now he was fun because they always had like really cool chip tunes go with him. It's like wow, wow, wubsy, wubs, wubs, wow, wow.
Woogie woogie wee.
Like wow, wow, wubsy was just such a cool little treat to watch.
What about fucking? What's that one with the like? It's like they're like little robots that are all round in 3D.
What?
You know what? Hold on. Disney. I think it was a Disney thing. Oh.
And then looking that up.
Roly Poly Oly.
Yes, I watched them too.
Roly Poly Oly.
I watched them too quite a bit.
Yeah.
Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way to make.
The phone is ringing. I'll do that shit to work and just start ringing. I'm like, the phone is ringing. So go answer.
Do they understand the reference?
Yes.
Good. The fucking duck, turtle, and a guinea pig, man. They were like Pokemon to us.
Yeah.
Oh god. And then what other? Do you remember like even like Sprout and Noggin?
Kinda.
Those like channels. They had like
I never like really invested into those channels though.
They were real babby, and they would like have like PBS shows that were no longer showing very often anymore on that one. So like when they were just showing mainly Sesame Street, Arthur, and the newer shows that were coming out, like Cyber Chase. Fuck, Cyber Chase was cool. God, there's so many good cartoons. So many good cartoons to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah.
Could be here all fucking night. But, you know, we can't.
We could be, but unfortunately, this panda at some point in time has to go to bed for work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good, nice long chunk of a podcast of just nerding out about and reminiscing about really cool cartoons and shows.
It's been a good time. It's definitely been a good time.
And you need to rest your voice.
It reminds me of a lot of, like, you know, stuff that I watched. Stuff that I kind of watched back in the day. And we never got to, like, any live action shows either. Well, except for Mr. Knights and Power Rangers, but to each their own.
For me, yeah. Excuse me.
But, yeah, we are getting close to Turkey Day, guys. Here in just, hell, like, what, 4 days away?
Yeah.
To Turkey Day. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be a busy week for us all. I do appreciate you guys all taking the time and even for a few minutes to listen to us just banter on. We love having you all just coming and joining us.
Yeah, thankful for your guys' support and vibing with us. This means a lot that you guys are listening in. So yeah, have a very awesome Turkey Day. Tell us what you're gonna eat in the comments. Fuck it, you know. We want to know what you had.
And for those who do listen in and, you know, just want to hang out with us, you guys are more than welcome to please just commentate and join in on the conversation. We're always reading our comments. We're always taking in input, whether it be positive or negative, to try to better the podcast. So, like, if you guys have some ideas, some suggestions, or if you guys just want to join in and just have the conversation with us, we're always reading our comments. We're always, like, even in the middle of the podcast, we'll stop and read the comment that we see. Specifically, like when Charles is talking about, you know, the people are digging up his nose for gold. You know? So we do appreciate you guys truly. Charles and I would love to see this go further than where it is right now. But baby steps.
Yep, for sure. Excited for the next month's podcast when that comes around.
Next month's podcast, guys, is one that you're not going to want to miss.
It's going to be one for the ages. It's going to be one of the best ones, I think.
It is. We just got to get our other two people who collab together, and we got to figure out a good time for it.
Good time and day. I'm usually pretty open, so I can pretty much do whenever.
Remember, guys, we don't have an exact plan on when they're going to come out. We can tell you that it's going to be on a Sunday, and it's going to be about the same time that we start as we did tonight. So keep those Sundays open and keep an eye out for Charles' notifications.
Yep. I'm going to be definitely very excited and like actually writing shit down this time. But be prepared. You better be ready.
So yeah. I hope to see you guys next month for our next podcast.
Yep, have a good one, everybody.
Again, have a happy, safe Thanksgiving. If you guys have to travel, please travel safely. Because we all love having you guys here. We love having you guys with us. You matter to us.
Much love, friends.
Bye.
All right, cool.